Hello everyone, and welcome to another Flaming Pie video. I'm back to talk about another variation of the new release that I got of Paul McCartney's. If you didn't see it already, you might want to check out the video that I just did yesterday, the video just before this one, where I opened up the deluxe edition box. And that was a kind of a super special one. The one I got here is the 3 LP set. And I'm going to show you it, but before I do, I have a story that goes along with it. Kind of a little bit of a negative story. It really has all the makings of one of my rant videos, but I'm going to do a mini rant here contained within this video itself. Okay, here it is from a distance. It is the Flaming Pie 3 LP set. And it's, I guess, the official one that you would say for the Paul McCartney archives. Flaming Pie, Paul McCartney. Okay. On the back, the banner wraps around. So you've got more stuff there, including what's on it. What we have here is the first disc is going to be the remastered album, a 180 gram audiophile vinyl. It's going to have the remastered album cut at half speed across 2 LPs. I'm not a fan of that. I mean, I collect this because, this is what I do, right? I'm a fan and I buy all the new McCartney and other Beatles related stuff. But generally, as a rule, I don't like when you take what was a single record originally and spread it over 4 sides. I know it improves the sound quality when there's only 3 songs or so, whatever it is, per side. But it's a pain in the neck getting up and changing the turntable. So anyway, it has the remastered album at half speed, and it also has extra LP of unreleased home recordings, a lot of which I've already heard on the CD version. Okay, we'll talk about that some other time. Okay, so let me go into my little rant, okay? I want to tell you the story about this first. Okay, and as you can see, there is the pie. Flaming Pie in red. I like that touch. There was a store I wanted to go to get this. My usual record store did not have this in, or at least not yet anyway. They may be getting it another time. So I called another record store that I sometimes go to and asked, do you have this Paul McCartney Flaming Pie 3 LP set? And the guy said, we have one left, just one. So if you want to come and get it, I'll put it aside for you, but make sure you come today. And I understand that. They wanted to make sure that I was going to come and that in case anybody else wanted to buy it, that they weren't out of luck. I get it. So I didn't waste any time, and I hopped in the car, and I got there pretty quick. I say quick. Maybe a half hour to 45 minutes after the phone call. It's pretty fast. And as I'm driving in the car, I'm thinking to myself, being that this is the last copy left, and they had other ones and they're sold out, this is the final copy. Usually what happens is they take all the best copies, they examine them. I know I do. I'm sure you do too if you're a collector. And you look for the most clean copy. Probably means that the one that's left is going to have a ding or a bend or something in it. And that was a concern of mine. Sure enough, when I get there, there it is, and it has a little bit of an imperfection, and you probably can't even spot it. I mean, if you haven't spotted it yet, you won't, but I'm going to show you, and it is a very trivial thing, and I don't even know if it'll show up on the camera. Let's see now if you can see it. It's up there in the top. There it is. Yeah, when I do that, you can see it. Perhaps not very well, but you see, there's a slight ding there, and it kind of stretches across and bends just a little bit. You can't really notice it that badly. But the problem is, to me, this is $60. It cost $60 plus tax for this. They're expensive vinyl these days, new vinyl. It's 3 LPs. So you want something good, but I didn't want to wait, and I didn't know how long it would be before another one is there, or some other store or my own store gets it. And even when they get it, there's no guarantee that their shipments are going to come in without damages. I notice more and more that this is the case, and maybe you have too, that a lot of times, and I know from hanging out in my regular record store, when new vinyl comes, no matter how safely the shipper tries to be, the company, it always manages to have dings or bends or unsightly little gashes or whatever it is, and it's a shame. I mean, I've seen it happen. As a matter of fact, this particular store had about 5 or 6 copies of the regular standard Archives Flaming Pie, the vinyl, I guess, the 2 record set. And I just for the heck of it, I looked at it, and every one of them had a little ding in the corner. So you all came in the shipping box. They get banged around, and they all get a little dinged. It's almost unavoidable. Now, there's more. Okay, so you could skip ahead to me opening this if you don't want to hear the story. But if you're interested, I ask you to stick around. All right. So the guy I'm talking to here is one of the workers. I'm talking to one of the workers about this, and he's saying to me, and I know this guy, we're kind of friendly, and he says, "Oh, he says, I don't really care myself personally. I'm a fan," he says, "but I just care about the music. That," he says, "the music is what's the most important. I don't really care so much about the artwork or the packaging. It's the music I'm there for." And I said, "Well, yeah, sure, I agree with you, but for $60, that's a lot of money. More than that with the tax. I damn well better have a nice copy." And it's not their fault. It's not the store. The store is not to blame. The store didn't do it. The store is stuck with this. A lot of these copies. What are they going to do? So as I'm talking to the worker, the owner of the store, and I didn't really know until now, the owner of the store was the guy who took the phone call and talked to me. So he says to me, "There was just a guy here now, just before you, that wanted to buy this, but I said it was on hold," he said to me. So, I mean, and I felt really guilty. I felt like that's one of my faults, the guy's holding it for me. It's nice enough to hold it. So what do I want to do? Do I want to just not honor it? I mean, he was nice enough to hold. He only held it 45 minutes, and I told him, well, actually, let's face it. I told him, if I leave and decide not to buy this, there'll be somebody else is going to come in and pick it up. It's not going, it's not going to go to waste. You're not going to lose the money. Somebody's going to purchase it. But that's how I am. I just felt like, well, I asked for it. They were nice enough to hold it. I owe them to buy it. And the main reason that I went ahead with it, some of you will say it's a good thing I did. Some of you may think, well, that's stupid and you're a sucker. But here's the thing. This is a store I frequent pretty regularly, and they kind of see me there all the time. So if I want to have any future relationship with these people, I don't want to stiff them. You know what I mean? So I was kind of sucked in. So that's it. That's the story. All right. So, as I was looking at it here, it's not as bad as I thought. But, when you look at it in the brightness and the sunshine, too, when I was outside, you could see it. Okay, so that's, wow, almost 8 minutes on that. So let's open it up. Now, what I'm going to do here is I intend on keeping the shrink on because in this case, this is removable. This kind of Archives design here is a removable, strip, sort of like a Japanese obi or something. So I'm going to try to open this gently. And the goal is going to be to keep the shrink on here. I want to keep the shrink on. And I'm going to just open it enough to get it out of here to show everybody. All right. So it's an outer box and the albums are enclosed in it. We don't even know if they're going to get dinged up inside or not. Anything in there? That's it. Shrink is intact. All right. Now, the first thing I got to say is I absolutely love the way you have Flaming Pie in red. I really like that a lot. The regular one is in black. And you'll see that in a bit. Because I also bought something else with Flaming Pie. That's the front. There is the back, the gatefold. All right. And the other disc, I guess this particular disc, I really love the Flaming Pie design there, is the bonus, which I'm going to do first. Take the bonus, and there's a nice list of everything. The home recordings, which I've started to listen to. So far, I've heard the first 5 of 11 of these home recordings. And I have to tell you something, folks. they're not so marvelous. Okay, I'm not here to review it just yet, but I guess these fall into the heading of things that are interesting once, but you're not going to want to play again and again, at least for me. But I haven't gotten through all of them yet. I just played the first few. And yeah, oh, this is thick vinyl, all right. Well, you can see I'm not going to take it out. It's black vinyl. It's hard to take out. I like the red inner sleeve, but there's also the pie design on side A. So this is the bonus tracks disc. And now we're going to just examine the first. Okay, we got, there's the Flaming Pie actual label for disc 1. And disc 2 is the same. Okay, so is there a download card here or anything? Wait a minute. No, we have the booklet. The booklet, which of course has the lyrics, and we're all familiar with this. Same thing on the CD. Okay, but isn't there a download card? I mean, I need something to clean my teeth with. Oh, we got something else here. Oh, yeah, this is talking about the pressing of the record, how it was done, and so forth. Okay. So before I go, sometimes you get caught up in the fanfare. Everybody knows what it's like when you're a diehard fan. And I got caught up in buying the standard 2-disc set. Why? Well, I've collected these for the entire archive series. I've collected this. This is the regular album. This is the bonus disc that has those home recordings on there that won't get played that often. But it also has the booklet. I like the way the booklet is attached. It's kind of like attached to it. Although I tell you, I still like jewel cases, plastic jewel cases, the old-fashioned ones, the best. But the reason I got this was because it was cheap, not much. And I also thought, I want to keep the collection of CDs going in the archive series too. And quite frankly, when I'm in the mood to hear a CD and I'm in my car or something, I want to pop the CD into the car player, I would rather just simply grab this off the shelf rather than go into the deluxe set, take the box off, take the books out, find the CDs. And I know somebody, a lot of people, in fact, have said, well, what I do is I go into my deluxe box set, and I usually take the discs out, and I store them up with my other CDs. I don't go out and buy a whole new CD set just to play the CD. I do. Okay? Anyway, that's it, folks. And I don't know, I'll maybe back with more Flaming Pie stuff. Let's see how it goes. Take care.